Hi everybody, it's Eric. I'm doing these series of videos for really the group and my neighbors to kind of tell them more about the Tesla system. We had the Tesla solar system installed in January. These are the power walls behind me. This is the charger for the vehicle, which the vehicle was added in literally February 1st. So not only now are we powering the house, but now we're also energizing one of our cars this way and eliminating the cost of fuel. So we're going into the first part of April right now for this video. So I've had the car since February 1st. So I do have some calculations on how much we saved there. The car's a lot of fun. I'm not going to go into all the details on the car right now, but you know what? There is like one thing that I'm gonna show you that I just get a lot of questions on. I might do another video just about the car itself, but when you combine the solar system with the vehicle, that's really where the numbers start to change, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So, all right, here we go.
Hey guys. I'm not going to go over the entire car in this video, but I just wanted to give you, I mean, they are really unique vehicles, and they're a lot of fun. But the biggest question I often get is, or people think, and I know that was one of the biggest things for me, is when I travel, like how do I travel, and what about the charging stations and all that stuff. This is one of the big things with Tesla, is their charging infrastructure, right? All these other companies are going to go EV, but where Tesla really differs is in their supercharging stations. So let me give you an example of a trip. Average mileage is about, they're gauged for about 300 miles. Realistically, depending on how much you're using your accelerator and stuff like that, the mileage will vary. I would say it's safer to bet around 250 miles altogether, and just give yourself some space. You're probably between 250 280 overall. Okay, so let's say, for instance, we were going to go to St. Augustine, Florida. Navigate to St. Augustine, Florida. It's going to bring up the route that we're going to use to get to, I'm going to hit begin trip. It's going to set up the route that we're going to take to St. Augustine. And then you can see these are where all the charging stations are in the state of Florida. Now these are Tesla only. And you see these little bolts up here? These tell you, like, the 3 bolts is a supercharging station by Tesla, and a 300-mile charge is going to take you about 35 minutes. The 2, also Tesla, just not as strong as charging stations, but still 2. And then 1, if you add those, is literally all the free or the public ones. So honestly, I don't ever go to those. They take forever. So let me back up. All right, so we're going to begin the trip. I'll give you oops. Navigate to St. Augustine, Florida. All right, so back to the trip. So on the trip, see this scroll here? Okay, so the total trip is 259 miles. It's going to take me 4 hours and 14 minutes. Here you can see where my charge length would be. Like, so if I drove all the way to St. Augustine, it anticipates I would have about 18% left in my battery when I got there. So, but last time I went, I did go up there recently. I stopped in Orlando. The charging stations are always in areas that there's something to do. And you're always connected to the car. So like if you go at a charging station, you plug in, you're going to be 35 minutes. You can go get lunch and stuff and monitor the car from your phone. It'll tell you how charged up it's gotten. So, and these charging stations are all over the country. So I mean, if let me cancel this trip. I'll give you an example. So you can see, put them on there. They're all over the place. So it's one of the things that just absolutely separates Tesla from the other ones. So anyways, other than that, like I said, I'll get into more on the car another time. But it's really slick. It's amazing, all the features this car has. So anyways, that's it.
Okay, so I've been keeping a spreadsheet since January, which I'll show you in a second. In fact, you know what? Let me start there. Let me come back in and okay, so this is my spreadsheet. The total amount of power used from January to February period was 1,619 kilowatts. You can see here how I break it down just as FPL does. As you know, I added a car, and in that time period I put 1,924 miles on the car. I was figuring $2.80 per gallon. I figured 20 miles per gallon. I know that I could get a little bit more, you know, efficient car if I wanted to, which would take it to about 30. But realistically, you know, my last car, this is about what I would get. This is about what I would drive, is something that would get around 20 miles per gallon. In total, this is my total savings. So last month, total savings was $155 for what I would have spent on power. My electric bill, by the way, was $9.50 for hookup, and then another, I think, $16 for the insurance. So I didn't pay anything at all for power. And then this is what I figured I would use for gas. That's what I would have saved for gas. So if you took that 1,924 miles, as I was saying before, $2.80 per gallon to 20 gallons, I saved $269 on what I would have spent in gas. So my total savings for that period was $424. I did the same calculations just ending a couple of days ago for the next period, and that was my total savings. So within from January to March, I've saved a little less than $700, a little less than $800. This is what this is March. Let me just show you what we did here. The blue bars indicate how much power was being used by the home. Total 1702. That was March. The yellow indicates what was created, power created by the solar walls. The green is what was used off the power walls, and this right here, finally, is anything below this line was excess power that was created by the system that was sent back to FPL. I have not added this to my spreadsheet yet. I'm not figuring, although I probably should, and I probably will. In fact, I definitely will. I'll add a bracket that shows the amount of power that I've sold back in total to FPL. I don't know how that's going to play out at the end of the year. Like I said, I'm making these videos as I go. It's kind of it helps me learn more about my system, and it helps people understand more about the system too. I'll scroll down here. You can see right there, that was for month of March. So in that month, I used, when it says from the grid, there are periods, like if it's overcast, or periods when it's, you know, there isn't enough in the power wall, like, you know, because the house runs off the power walls at night. There are periods that I take from the grid, 356, but I sold back almost twice as much as I used. So I don't get billed for it at all. So that's it. That's really the gist of the video. I hope these videos are helpful to you. Let me show you one more thing while I'm here. I'm gonna go back to my spreadsheet, and let's go to here we go. All right, so here's the website that I have created that I'm going to upload these videos to. You go to Solar Home Venice. I am, by the way, you'll see there's a link here. You use this link if you're going to order a system. I am donating, just so you know, I donate, they give me like $400 for a referral fee, and I am going to donate all that to All Face Food Bank. My intention here is not to make money. Honestly, the intention here is just to teach people about this system. It's really a slick system, and it's amazing. So that's the goal. So anything that I get from the referral links will go to All Face Food Bank. So
That's it for now. I will be back next month or the month after. I'm going to try and give a little bit of space in between, so I got some more stats to share with you. But I hope you like these videos. Again, please use my link if you're interested in it. There's lots of more information on the website, which is solarhomevenice.com. And that's it. Thanks.